Hello. How is everybody tonight? Welcome to the Sunday night stream. The very first sNs. I hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday night. Let's see, who have I got with me here so far? I've got Michael Sullivan. So, am I coming through loud and clear? Let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear, by the way, also. I've got Jimmy. I've got Justin Moreno. I got Jill. I got Sam Thomason, Donald Zakow, Bog Zombie, Lou Mail, Crease Fold, Entertainment Wizard, Total Meltdown 2, Rock Music, Forever 90. There's Nick from the Lost River Drive-In, Lisa, Zombie 7979, Sean Sr., Conspiracy Bro, Jason Lima. How are you, sir? There's Darren Hackney. What's up, Darren? Hope you're doing well. David Vines, hello. I see we got Dave in the chat. Dave, how you doing? Dave, your hockey mask is pretty much ready to go. Just got to strap it up, and it'll be ready to roll. I added added a few touches here to make the blood a little more shiny and so it'll stand out a little bit more, however you choose to display it. So, got to make that blood nice and nasty, right? Nice and nasty and shiny. So, Dave asked for a part 4 shower scene, but with blood on it like the part 5 dream sequence mask. So that's what he got. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Hey, Jeff Overing, how are you? So, got to get that fixed, got to get it strapped up, and I'll have it out to you very soon. So I thought tonight we'd talk about some new releases that everybody is talking about. Well, at least 2 of them everybody seems to be talking about. Do some unboxings, shoot the bull.
Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Debbie Loomis 101, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. If Debbie Loomis still haunts you, you're not alone. Thank you, Debbie. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing very, very well. Thank you. So why don't we go ahead and dive right in. Let's start talking about Prey. The 5th, is it the 5th yeah, it's the 5th Predator movie. This thing has been hyped to the moon. People on social media are losing their minds over it. They're calling it the best Predator sequel. I've seen a couple of people say that it's better than the original Predator. So I think we all know the synopsis, right? It takes place in, what was it, 1891. The Predator is dropped into, is it Colorado or something like that? And eventually sets its sights on a Comanche tribe. And of course, the lead in the film is a female who is trying to. She doesn't want to conform to the normal social roles that a female of that era, a Comanche female of that era, would have followed. She wants to be a hunter. She wants to be a warrior. And eventually, her and the Predator cross paths, and I'll leave it at that. If you've not seen the movie, but yeah, I thought Prey was okay. I thought Prey was okay. Um, Definitely not the best Predator movie. Definitely not the best Predator sequel. Um, if I were to rank the Predator movies, I'd say I'd go Predator, Predator 2, Predators, Prey, and The Predator. Um, so yeah, insane. It's getting ridiculously overhyped. It's got to be the most overhyped movie I've seen in probably since the Candyman remake. Um, and just insanely overrated. Still, I liked it okay. It was okay. Um, I didn't mind. I know a lot of people have taken issue with the use of the English language. Um, in the movie, I didn't really care about that. I mean, it was it was a little off-putting in the beginning, but then I just went with it. Whatever, it's fine. I know there's a Comanche version that's subtitled or that's dubbed in Comanche. That's cool. I think that's cool. Um, so I didn't really mind that. I didn't really mind there. There was some funny dialogue, like the one character's like, "I'm gonna go take a squat," and then like the woman's brother says something like, "You didn't bring it home. You didn't bring it home." You know. I'm surprised they didn't say, "Oh, that headdress is swaggy." They didn't drop some dialogue like that in there. Um, but I liked the lead actress. I thought she did a really good job. She just didn't have very much to work with, unfortunately. It's the story is pretty much your basic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer story. And it's not woke. I didn't get woke vibes from it at all. I'm seeing people in the chat saying that it's woke. I didn't get woke vibes from it at all. But it was okay. It was okay. It felt like um, it it definitely felt like a direct to streaming movie. It felt kind of low budget. It felt kind of compressed. The CGI was really bad. The CGI was really bad in that one. Which again, I'm not gonna, I mean, it is what it is with the CGI. Most CGI is pretty bad, I think, in my opinion. The CGI in this one was really bad, though. And I don't know. I didn't like the way the Predator looked. I thought the Predator looked kind of cheap to me. The hands of the Predator kind of looked like something they just went and got at like Spirit Halloween or something. So yeah, I mean, I had issues with the movie, but again, I thought it was okay. As Predator sequels have gone past the second one, they've not been great, and I don't even count the Alien versus Predator movies in that. They're their own thing. You know what I mean? They're their own thing. So, but yeah, it's okay. It's perfectly okay. Middle of the road. Couple of nice action sequences in it, but I kind of felt like the movie never got out of second gear. And I don't know if that was like budgetary issues or what, but it just kind of felt like it didn't get out of second gear. There were no really good action sequences. There's nothing really memorable about the movie to me. So just kind of middle of the road. Not bad, not good, just okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. There's a weird trend on social media these days where and social media has always hyped up certain movies, but for some reason this one's been insanely hyped, ridiculously hyped. If you liked it, I'm glad that you liked it. But I mean, people are saying it's better than the original or better than the sequel. I don't know.
Mama. Yes, darling, what is it?
Greasefold,
Mother, this cloth smells of death.
thank you for the $2 super chat. Gary B's teeth shining off black light made part 2. I mean, the Busey is definitely one of the great things about Predator 2. Definitely, yeah, one of the good things about Predator 2. But I do think most likely what's going to happen is we're going to get more Predator movies. There'll probably be more Hulu exclusives. You know, I'm glad that people are excited about Predator again, because it's not been that way for a long time. It's not been that way for a long time. Predators didn't do it. The Predator definitely didn't do it. Those Alien versus Predator movies really didn't do it either. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm glad that people are excited about Predator again. I don't. Maybe that's why it's getting so hyped up, because it's actually a decent Predator movie. I don't know. It's definitely not perfect. It's far from perfect. So, middle of the road for me. I'd give it probably a 6.5 out of 10, somewhere in that neighborhood. So, there you go. Let's see what everybody in the chat's saying about Predator. Or I'm sorry, Prey. People had issues with the ending. I didn't mind the ending of the movie. Well, there's some plot holy stuff in there, but I can overlook it. I mean, the Predator kind of doesn't understand how to use its own equipment at times, although it did take that blow to the head. But even before that blow to the head, it still kind of acted like it didn't know how its equipment worked sometimes. And it's not woke, because it's not like she went toe to toe with the Predator and beat it at a fist fight. She outsmarted the Predator. The Predator didn't see her as a threat. The Predator could have killed her a dozen times over, but it never saw her as a threat. So by the time it did see her as a threat, it was too late. So she outsmarted him. There you go. I agree with that, Ben. People care too much about what other people think instead of just saying what they think. I agree. And I think that sentiment runs through a lot of people's reactions on social media. Like nobody wants to be the one person who's hating on the movie that everybody loves. You know what I mean? So, yeah. We got Dan in the chat. Dan, how you doing? Prey is extremely overrated. I agree. It is overrated. Very middle of the road for me. But okay. It was okay. So yeah. But people are excited about Predator again, which I think is a good thing. Maybe we'll get maybe the next Hulu original Predator, will really bring it home, as the brother said in Prey. I did like the actress, though. I thought the actress did a good job. She just didn't have a whole lot to work with. Nobody in the movie really had a whole lot to work with, to be honest. But, yeah, I don't know. Let me see some grades on Prey. What would you grade? What would you all grade Prey from A to F? Let me know down in the chat. The Return of Pantless Myers just subscribed. Wow, I like that name. Thank you for that. Return of Pantless Myers. Very nice. Five out of 10, C minus. Prey was better than 2010, 2018. Definitely better than The Predator. I'll give you that. I think it's kind of on the same level as Predators to me. C minus, F plus, C plus, C plus, C, B, F, D minus, A minus, B plus, C plus, C, B plus, B minus, B minus, D, C plus, D, B. So, some people really like it, some people don't. There you go. Isn't that like everything these days? But, hey, JK, there's a B minus for it. Ben Grimm gives it an A minus. Oh, so you really liked it. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me grab that link for you. It should pop up here before too long. But like if there's another Predator movie, and I definitely think there's going to be another Predator movie in the future, what do you think? Where should it be? Should it be contemporary? Should it be in the future? How about Predator in the future? Although that would probably be too expensive for a Hulu original. Or if they keep it back in time, where are we going to go? Predator in Vietnam. I know there's a graphic novel where Predator fights knights. That just, I don't know. That seems weird to me. Prey is available on Hulu. It is a Hulu original. And I don't know. I don't know if it's going to get a physical release or not, to be honest. Dan, you got your PWO shirt in today. Cool. Very cool. Industrial Revolution. Okay. Feudal Japan. Okay. Interesting. Predator versus 300. Predator versus the Spartans. Wow. Okay. Predator versus the Spartans. I like that. Predator in Japan does sound fun. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, AVP needs to be revamped, rebooted. Ugh. World War II Predator. What the good thing about, I think, them being like Hulu movies is you don't have to worry about a rating, I don't think anybody's going to be really hovering over your shoulder when it comes to the story. As long as you can keep it under a certain budget, they're just probably going to let you go with it. So, I mean, that I think is a good thing. We actually got Prey here in Japan on Disney Plus. Oh, okay. Cool. Victorian England Prey. Okay. See, I was thinking that too, wise guy. What about Predator in like Jack the Ripper era? London. Or Predator, the Predator was Jack the Ripper. Yeah, those AVP movies, man. I don't know. They probably. I think that idea. I don't think we're going to see any Alien versus Predator stuff again for a very long time, if ever. I think that experiment. You know, we got two movies, which I'm shocked we got two movies, but we got two movies. Hey, Richard Keith, how you doing, man? Would Chuck Norris beat the Predator? Yes. Yes. Chuck Norris, see, the Predator wouldn't go anywhere near Chuck Norris. Nowhere near the Norris. I mean, I can totally understand why it went to Hulu Plus. I can totally understand why it went to Hulu Plus. So again, for me, Prey was okay. It's A-okay. Not great. Not awful. Just kind of middle of the road. Predator wouldn't go anywhere near Bronson either. You know, Predator won't attack you if you're not a threat, but if you're too much of a threat, he's not going to touch you either. He's just going to be, no. Sorry. Predator stalks colonial troops during the Revolutionary War. Okay. Hey, Wade. You missed my thoughts on Prey. Again, I thought it was okay. A little overhyped, a little overrated, but okay. Predator versus Buckaroo Banzai. Now that would be funny. That would be great. I'd watch that for sure. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I'd appreciate that. Let's unpack some social media before we dive into they them. I think I may need, actually, before we dive into they them, I think I might need a drink. Have to be very careful talking about they them. I don't want to upset anybody. So here we go. Cheers to all you good people. Thank you for hanging out with me on the very first Sunday night stream. Although I'm sure I've pissed I'm sure I've pissed at least a few people off with my thoughts on Prey. But, you know, everybody's got an opinion, right? Everybody's got an opinion. All right, here we go. Let's check out some, let's unpack some social media. Let's unpack some physical media here, shall we? Here is something I purchased from Kino Lorber. Ah, very nice. This is the Blu-ray release for Tobe Hooper's I'm Dangerous Tonight. Any fans of I'm Dangerous Tonight in the chat? Has anybody already picked up this release? So this is a Tobe Hooper film. This was a made-for-cable movie. It stars the lovely Madchen Amick, the also lovely Arlie Ermy, Dee Wallace, and Anthony Perkins. I've always really enjoyed this movie. This is its very first Blu-ray release, at least in the US, at least for a Region A release. And it's just too bad that Toby Hooper's not around to do an interview or a commentary or something for this movie. So, but yeah, looking forward to revisiting this and seeing it on Blu-ray will be cool. Got some nice extras on here. Interview with Dee Wallace. We got a couple of commentaries. Interview with the director of photography. We got some behind-the-scenes footage. Okay, the making of I'm Dangerous Tonight, with commentary by videographer Stan Gracia, moderated by Michael Felsher. Very cool. Got a video essay on the film. So we've got some pretty cool extras on here. Yeah, if you've not seen I'm Dangerous Tonight, I highly recommend it. You should definitely check it out. There you go. Rock music forever. I'm sorry I broke your heart with my thoughts on Prey. Please forgive me. In time you will heal. You just bought a Taco Man shirt for your sister. Oh, well, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Hope your sister likes the shirt. Yeah. The Daily Ghost. Did you watch Prey today, or did you watch I'm Dangerous Tonight today? What's up, Grim Observer? How you doing? There's Mid-Level Media. Kino Delivery. Yeah, Kino's killing it lately, honestly. But I was really happy when I heard that they were releasing this. So glad to be able to add this to my collection. And it's a brand new 2K Master. Nice. I got something else here from MVD Entertainment. Oh, you liked I'm Dangerous Tonight? Oh, very cool, Ghost. I'm glad. All right, what do we got here? Oh, my goodness. This is one of those movies I've heard things about. Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell, from Visual Vengeance. Yes. Hey, Joe, what's up, man? Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell. Yeah, I've heard some things about this one. I'm excited to check it out. It is jacked up on gore. Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell is a worthy addition to the Twisted family tree, says Diabolique Magazine. Any fans of Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell out there? Yes, it is considered the Japanese Evil Dead. So, yeah. I've added some interesting releases to the collection lately. But Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder from Hell, LA AIDS Jabber, which I've still not gotten around to watching yet. Yeah, let me know if there's any fans of Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell in the chat. You saw it just the other day, Cliff. Pretty entertaining. Very cool. Oh, no. Oh, my disc is loose inside. I hate that. Hopefully it's not scratched. I know. What a title. What a title. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, this artwork's really cool, too. Check out this artwork on the sleeve. Very nice. Very nice. All the praise for Prey has made me disinterested. I might see it when all the hype dies down. Oh, no. Oh, no. What the heck is this? Oh, it's a card from, it's I for Video membership card. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look that up. Okay. I was actually looking through a drawer today, and I found an old wallet that had my Blockbuster membership card in it. Also get some stickers here. Pretty cool stickers. Yeah, cool. You're looking forward to checking out Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell. And I will do a review for it in the near future, so keep your eyes out for that one. I've got a review of the Second Sight limited edition 4K for The Witch coming out tomorrow. So keep your eyes out for that one too. Grim Observer, I was talking about hype and how social media hypes up certain movies, and I don't know, that it can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. It can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. I think if you go into Prey with, go into Prey not expecting a whole lot, and I think you'll be fine. I think you'll enjoy it. It's not going to blow you away, but I think you'll enjoy it. Yes, the loose disc sound. Oh yeah, those scare me. That sound has not. I've not heard that sound in a long time. So when that one, or whatever it was rattling around in that one, I was like, oh no. It's like nails down a chalkboard. Robert Englund was charging $140 for an autograph and $160 for a picture at Flashback Weekend. That sounds about right. They, them. Let's talk about they, them. Who here has seen they, them? And drop me some thoughts on they, them in the chat if you've seen it. Or if you want to drop like a letter grade or something for it. Let me know what y'all think of they, them while I load up another shot of the Good Doctor here. They, them was just okay. Some of the kills in Prey were awesome. I don't remember that many kills from the movie. Cheers. Got a C for they, them. Never will see they, them. I heard bad things about they, them. Good cast, bad script, terrible direction. Didn't the guy that wrote and directed they, them was atrocious? Didn't the guy who directed it, and I think wrote it too, isn't he like a big time writer? Like he's written some of the Bond movies and maybe some of the Mission Impossibles or something. I don't remember. I know I'd recognized his name as being a big writer. D for they, them, and it only gets that for Kevin Bacon. The kills in they, them were dumb. Camera cuts away before every money shot. They, them sucked. Cheers. Thank you, Deborah. Cheers. Thank you, Richard. They, them has a 1.8 score on Letterboxd. Yeah. So, yeah, they, them, as a slasher movie, they, them sucks. As a slasher movie, they, them sucks really bad. Because the kills are all bad. They all take place off screen. They're mostly bloodless. There's no suspense. There's big stretches of the movie where like you forget that it's even a slasher movie. There's no feeling of threat from the killer. The movie also makes the cardinal slasher movie, the cardinal sin of any slasher movie, and that's casting a known actor to play in a nothing role that, of course, then turns out to be the killer. You're like, oh, I know them from this, that, and the other. They're not in the movie very much, huh? Oh, they're the killer. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, they, them, of course, it's about a group of young LGBTQ plus people who go to a conversion camp, which is probably, I'm sure a really horrific horror movie could have been made with that setup. Oh yeah, the pink musical number. That one kind of came out of left field, and I was a little cringy. So yes, a group of LGBTQ plus people go to a conversion camp, and while there, there's a killer on the loose when they're not being tormented by Kevin Bacon and the staff to do horrible things like shoot an old dog, which that scene was so ridiculous. So ridiculous. I was like, what? Where did that come from? There was one scene in particular that was difficult to watch that I thought was like, the movie's weird too, because tonally it's all over the place. Like, most of it is kind of meant to be taken, it is very humorous, and the humorous points in the movie are actually not bad, I think. But there's a scene where a character is forced to undergo, I think it's called aversion therapy. And that was a little difficult to watch. That was a horrific scene. That would have fit perfectly into this movie if it had been an all-out, full-on horror movie. But I did, I liked the characters in this movie. I thought the cast was really good. And the characters were really good. And the message behind the movie is also really good. It's just the execution is way, way off. Like, if you go into this movie expecting a slasher, you're going to be bored out of your gourd. As a matter of fact, you're probably going to cut it off. There was a point during the movie where I just kind of completely lost interest, and I started messing around with Dave's mask while the movie was just kind of playing in the background. But I thought there was a good message behind the film. I liked the cast. I liked the characters. Kevin Bacon is really good. He's really good at like being like his opening, speech to everybody on like day one of camp was really awesome. And I was like, okay, so this is going to be kind of different. This might be an interesting movie. And then it wasn't from there. But Kevin Bacon is good at being like, the nice, cool, teacher kind of guy, the cool teacher who wears like the sneakers to school. And like, he sits on the desk and he's like really interested in the students. And then like he turns from that to be a man and shoot that old dog right there. Because it's dying. And if you don't shoot it, that guy's going to sledgehammer it to death right in front of you. So be a man. Yeah. So it's not a good movie. It's an awful slasher movie, but I feel like there was potential there. It's just, it's completely wasted potential. And it's not, I wouldn't even say it's a woke movie either. It's not condemning of anyone other than, conversion conversion camp workers or conversion therapists. And one thing I saw online that people of the LGBTQ community were really up in arms about this movie with was that LGBTQ plus characters were being killed in it. That's not really the case. The killer doesn't kill LGBTQ plus characters. That's not the target. So I don't know. There was potential there, and it just didn't. It just didn't work out. It didn't work out. So that's that one for me also. I can't even say it's middle of the road. I think it's deserving of that 3.3 on IMDb. I think it's deserving. Yeah. So. See a lot of people. C minus says Frag Dude 85. I'm sorry. I'd probably give it a D. That's pretty much right on, wise guy. That's pretty much right on. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much right on. Well, you're right, Zombie 7979, but it was an evil LGBTQ plus person. It was a bad person. So. And Kevin Bacon he was an executive producer on the movie too. So he wasn't just the star of it, he was the executive producer. And this one, clearly I think this is a Blumhouse movie, of course. And I think clearly they'd thought about, I think this was intended to be a theatrical release, and then they watched it and were like, yeah, we can't release this theatrically. Is it worse than the Black Christmas remake? I would say no. I would say the Black Christmas remake is worse. A friend of mine wants me to go see Nope at the theater. Is it worth the $12 or not really? I've actually not seen Nope. I think I'm just going to wait till VOD for Nope. I've heard really nothing but good things about it, but I'll just wait for I'll wait for streaming, which it'll probably be out on streaming in a couple of weeks anyway. What do I think of They? You mean the Wes Craven Presents They, the Night Terrors movie? Gosh, I don't remember anything about that movie other than it was not good. I like that Kevin Bacon is getting back into horror, but his selection is awful. This, then that movie where the house is getting smaller, whatever. Yeah, oh God, yeah, that movie was bad. Yeah, I don't even remember what that movie was. I did a review of it a couple of years ago when it came out. That was a bad movie too. That movie to me was worse than They Them. You ordered your Madman 4K today, Megavania. Very cool. Hey, did you all hear that Synapse is releasing Just Before Dawn, one of my favorite 80s slashers, and Street Trash on 4K very soon. I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited for both of those movies to be on 4K. Although I already own Just Before Dawn on multiple formats already. So 4K will be the last one, I promise. That's the last one. You Should Have Left. Yeah, David Vines. Thank you. That's what that movie was called. Yeah. That's another one directed by a really talented writer. For what's his is it David Koepp? Let me see. Really talented writer. He also David Koepp. Yeah, he also directed oh my God, my memory. What's it? Stir of Echoes, which I think is a really underrated movie. Thank you all for 72 likes on the stream. If you've not dropped a like on the stream when you're watching on YouTube, please do so. I'd appreciate that. Street Trash is actually in my top 3 horror films. Love it. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen Street Trash. I need to, I've got the DVD of it back there somewhere. Hi, but my cat is upset because it's storming outside. I'm sorry, baby. I know. Is it bright in the man cave today? It is. Yeah, it's very bright in the man cave today. So no, actually, I brought my sunglasses in to clean them, and I was like, hey, I'll wear them for the stream because I'm that cool. I'm that cool, you know? Do you think they can make Just Before look any better? That's a pretty grainy looking one. I mean, that's a good question. It all depends. If they've got the original materials, then I think they can probably do a good 4K restoration. There's still going to be grain there. I mean, there's just going to be grain there, but I mean, they can always make it, increase the level of detail, and that's a dark movie, so it can make the darkness less murky, more clear, and actually layered. So you can do a lot with 4K. I think when people think 4K, they just think of like, the colors are going to, it's going to be like the image is going to jump off the screen at me. But really, I mean, a lot of 4K is all about detail, level of depth, clarity, So like with a movie like The Witch, that's not a movie that, visual, it's not going to jump off the screen at you. But as far as like the level of detail in it, the clarity, and also, it's a very dark movie. It's a very atmospheric movie. So the 4K really heightens the atmospherics in the film too. So I saw somebody mention Dracula 2000. Yes, I've seen, or not Dracula 2000, but Dario Argento's Dracula. I have unfortunately seen that. I've blocked out quite a lot of it mentally, though. Your Spirit Halloween video got me hyped to go, planning on going to one tomorrow. So I asked Jeremy yesterday, I said, how many more visits to Spirit Halloween do you want to do before the end of the season? And he said 8 years. He wants to do 8 years worth of Spirit Halloween visits from now until Halloween. That's how I interpreted that. Although we were in a rush to get home because it was almost time for his shows. So I think he probably just meant 8 visits, but it came out as 8 years. So, Antonis, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Were the spiders and arachnophobia real? Some of them were, I do believe. Some of them were. Piz, would you recommend Scream Queen, My Nightmare on Elm Street from Vinegar Syndrome? Thanks. Scream Queen. I've not heard of that. Oh, that's the Mark Patton documentary. Okay. Yes. Yes, that's a very good documentary. That is a very good documentary. And I do recommend it. Yes, indeed. He was correct with what he said. 8 years. 8 years of visits in from now until Halloween. That's a lot of visits. But I think we're gonna hit up a different Spirit Halloween store next week. So there's going to be a couple of different. There's a whole bunch of videos with Jeremy going to be coming out very soon. I got the purple or the grape flavored Mountain Dew. My buddy Jonathan, I don't know if he's watching, but shout out to him. He sent us a couple of bottles of that. So we're going to do a video trying that out. I've heard really good things about it. Got a couple of different trips with Jeremy planned that I'll be shooting some footage for. So those will be cool. I've got an idea for a really cool collector's corner video with Jeremy. So, yeah, a lot of Jeremy stuff coming out very soon. So, aren't all Spirit Halloweens basically the same? Yes, the difference is different ones will have different items out. It just depends on, if you noticed in the video that I posted the other day, a lot of the shelves were empty. That's just because they just opened the day before, so they hadn't had time to really unpack and stock everything. So what wasn't at that store will probably be at some of the bigger ones that have more employees that may have been open longer. I'm not sure. So it just depends. I visited, I don't remember how many different Spirit Halloweens last year, and literally just about at every one, they all had different stuff. All the way up to the Spirit Halloween hub in New Jersey. So, working on any hockey masks lately? Yeah. Just finished up this one for my buddy Dave. And once I get this one all strapped up and ready to go, I've got a part 8 that I'll be starting on. So. Spirit Halloween has some Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. Yeah, they've got chainsaw stuff. Not quite as much stuff as they've got for like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Trick or Treat. Spirit Halloween always has a lot of Trick or Treat stuff, a lot of Sam stuff at Spirit Halloween. I've seen that statue, Spooky Collections. I don't know if I'll pick that one up or not. I mean, I don't know. Jeremy wants to go back a lot before the end of this season, so God knows what we'll end up picking up before it's all said and done. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that. Yes, Jeremy was extremely hyped. Jeremy has been waiting for that Spirit Halloween to open for months. So, like literally, when I came home and I was like, Jeremy, do you want to go to Spirit Halloween? He was like shot out of a cannon. So he loves him some Spirit Halloween. What about my list of top obscure slasher films? I'm still working on it. I've actually got a couple of different lists that I'm working on. I'm working on favorite vigilante / revenge movies, the obscure slashers list. Let's see, where's my list of lists, actually? I've got a list of lists around here somewhere. I don't want to spoil them all. But there's a couple to keep your eyes peeled for. Thank y'all for 84 likes on the stream. Appreciate that. I love Friday the 13th on NES. Love that game. Thanks to you, I found a Spirit Halloween just a couple of miles from where I live that I'll be checking out very soon. Oh, cool, Deborah. Yes, Kevin, I am getting those 4Ks very soon. What other items did Jeremy like at Spirit Halloween? At one point, Jeremy was walking around holding about 10 different items. He literally had his arms full of items. So, I told him, I said, let's pace ourselves. Let's pace ourselves here. You don't want to pick up everything on the first trip. So, but, yeah, I don't know. So he settled on two really cool shirts. And if you saw the video, you saw the shirts. He got 2 really cool shirts. The long sleeve Creep Show shirt is awesome. Awesome. And the Universal Monsters one is really cool too. There's a couple of bobbleheads that are supposed to be at Spirit this year that I'm interested in picking up. One of them is a Leatherface Pretty Lady bobblehead, which looks really cool. And then there's one of Michael Myers standing next to the hedge. That one's not quite as cool as the Leatherface one, but yeah. He didn't get the cat. He decided he would wait on the cat. So, yeah, Spirit has definitely stepped up their t-shirt game. They had a lot of good t-shirts. So, yeah. But yeah, final thoughts on They Them. As a slasher movie, it's not great. And I don't know. There could have been a decent movie made out of that setup. Just the execution was way off. Probably not getting the Red Dawn 4K. Yeah, I've noticed that not all of the Spirit Halloweens, I don't know. I mean, mine opened really early. It never opens as early as it normally as it did this year. I was really surprised that it opened this early, to be honest. So, I've heard from several people in the comments of that video that their local Spirit Halloween is not opened yet. So, Future Dead Camper, hers hasn't opened yet. So, I've heard from quite a few people that theirs hasn't opened yet. Those trick or treat masks are really cool, Dave. I've got a few of those. They're really cool. No Spirit Halloween store in CA, really? Are we talking California or Canada or what? Hey, Carter. Yeah, Captain Crazy. Yeah. The Taco Man shirt is available in my TeePublic store. I think it's still on sale too. Let me double check. Yep, it's still on sale. It is 35% off. Shirts, hoodies, phone cases, laptop cases, magnets, mugs, stickers, all that jazz. There's the link in the chats. Hey, Drum Smash, how are you doing? Loving the streams? I'm glad. There's no Spirit. There's got to be Spirit Halloweens in California, somewhere in California. Gotta be. I've not seen any Predator masks at Spirit Halloween. No, actually, yes, I have. Just not very good ones. The Part 2 Soda stream will be out soon. I'm doing pretty good, Drum Smash. Just hanging out. Enjoying hanging out on this Sunday night with y'all. Yeah, Joe, it is. Oh, think you had enough. Glad you're liking the content. Appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. No, Jeremy's never bought fake movie quality blood. No. Yeah, nice relaxing night. Yeah. Watching The Fog. Very cool, Jimmy. Captain Crazy, you just moved to Virginia in the mountains. Pizza places don't deliver this far out. Not far from where they filmed Wrong Turn. Oy. Man. Life without pizza delivery. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Thank you all for 90 likes on the stream. I appreciate it. Let's talk about Allegoria. Allegoria is a movie written and directed by Rob Zombie's brother. Spider One. His name is Spider One. That's probably not the name that's on his birth certificate. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look him up here. What is his real name? I'm sure his last name is Cummings, because that's Rob Zombie's last name. Okay, doesn't have his name on Amazon. Or not Amazon, but IMDb. It doesn't matter. Spider One is Rob Zombie's brother. Spider One followed his brother's footsteps into the music industry. And now he's followed his brother's footsteps into filmmaking. Yes, he's the front man for Power Man 5000. Yes, that is correct. Yes. Prey was so awesome. I'm glad you liked it, Southpaw. I thought it was okay. So, Allegoria is it's an anthology. It's on Shudder right now. It's hard to describe because it's like other anthologies in that all the stories kind of collide together. They have, some of them have sort of, are linked together. But it's this very kind of stream of consciousness kind of thing. There's not a whole lot of plot. It's a little artsy fartsy. A couple of the stories are okay. There's one story that involves Scout Taylor Compton, where and it's I hate these kinds of setups in horror, where you have an attractive person who is interested in or is dating a less attractive person, and the only reason that the attractive person is involved with the less attractive person is in order to kill them for some reason. Because the less attractive person is so dumb and so blind because they're in a relationship with a more attractive person that their IQ decreases significantly. There's a story like that here in Allegoria. I don't want to say it's necessarily a bad movie, but it's not great. It's well made. I'll put it that way. It's well made. It's just not very well written. So, yeah, I would actually kind of recommend it to a point. Like, check it out and just kind of let it, just kind of let it wash over you. But if you choose to abandon at any point throughout the movie, I'll totally understand. I'll totally understand. Allegoria / Verotica double feature or no? Surprisingly enough, they actually, that Allegoria is much better than Verotica, but they've got a lot in common, to be honest. They've actually got a lot in common. You liked Scout in it, at least, Creasefold? Well, I mean, she's easy on the eyes. Allegoria has awful ratings. I've actually not I've actually not looked it up. I've not actually checked out any reviews of it. I just saw that it's directed by Spider One and that it's on Shudder, and I was like, okay, let's check it out. It's got a 4.5 out of 10 on IMDb. It's got a better rating than They Them, at least. Let's actually see what is the They Them rating on IMDb at this point. Let's see. 3.3 out of 10. I think it may have actually gone up from where I saw it last time. So 3.3 out of 10. I want to check out some of these user ratings. User review, 3 out of 10. Insanely terrible. Here's a 1 out of 10. Insulting to the entire horror genre. Waste of time, 1 out of 10. Tone deaf, 1 out of 10. Oh, somebody gave it a 6 out of 10 and said it's a slasher with a twist. Okay.
Mama. Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Thank you, Carter, for the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Oh, I wouldn't do that. You're evoking Taco Man. That's not wise. You'll have to take him to Taco Bell. Scott Steiner's birthday was last week. That's right, yes. 60 years old. Wow. Holy crap, here's a 9 out of 10. A solid directorial debut for John Logan, featuring a smart, inverted take on slashers anchored by an appealing ensemble cast. Here's another 10 out of 10. Well, here's the only 10 out of 10 I've seen so far. Undeservingly hated. So it got at least one 10 out of 10. What beers am I drinking these days? I'm actually I've not drank a beer in a long time. Don't remember when the last time was I had a beer. Mostly drinking the Good Doctor here. I like the Good Doctor. It's good stuff. I think I'm going to have another shot of the Doctor here. Let's do a cheers to Scott Steiner on his 60th birthday. Well, for his 60th birthday. Even though it was last week. To the big freak, wherever you are. Cheers. Somebody wants to see the attire. Actually, I think I've got something better than the attire. Hold on. I think it's time for a commercial break. The following announcement has been paid for by the PWO.
Do you think you've got what it takes?
See that peak? On a peak!
Cause Big Papa Pizzowell's got one thing to say.
You think you got what it takes to join the PWO? Get your own shirt today. Follow the link in the description.
There you go. There you go. And yes, indeed, R.I.P. Clu Gulager. What a career he had. Very long career. He lived a very long life. Great actor. Great actor. Let's do a shot for Clu. Of course, I think, most of us know him from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, playing Jesse's father. He was also Bert in Return of the Living Dead. But great actor. He will be missed. Cheers. R.I.P. Clu Gulager. Yeah. Oh. Miguel Nunez would approve of that. We may find that out soon. I'm going to meet Miguel Nunez at Scarefest this year. So I'm going to play him that video, see what he says. I'm sure he'll probably say, "Get away from me." Identical twins, thank you. Hey, Swaggy G, how are you doing? Thank you, Deborah. Hunter's Blood, that's right, yep. That is right, Hunter's Blood. He was in that. Let's see. What else was... I know he's got his IMDb resume will be a freaking mile long. Let's see. He was born in 1928. He died at the ripe old age of 93. 93. 165 credits on IMDb. He was working right up until 2019. His last credit was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood from 2019. He was in... Looks like he was in all of the Feast movies. I know he was in the first Feast. He had an uncredited voice acting gig on an episode of Beavis and Butthead. That's hilarious. Hunter's Blood, of course. Nightmare on Elm Street 2. The Initiation. Holy crap, I forgot he was in The Initiation. Yep. Wow. Yeah, what a career, my goodness. So many film and television roles, it's unbelievable. Wow. What a career. What a career. Oh, we've got 99 likes on the stream. Can we make it 100? Can we make it 100? He would have been 94 in November. I saw a Clue. Oh, really? Cliff, that's cool. You saw a Clue every single time you went to see a movie at the New Beverly Cinema, clad in his cowboy hat, sitting in his very own seat at the front. That's cool. The New Beverly Cinema, they did a tribute to Clue too, so that's cool. That's cool. He was in The Hidden too, was he? I don't remember. Do I think Miguel Nunez will remember me from the Bloodstream? No. No, he won't. So I'm going to get Miguel to sign my Friday the 13th, A New Beginning poster. Probably going to get him to sign my my figure of him. So, yeah. Ah, there we go. 114 likes. Thank you all for 115 likes on the stream. Very, very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Nice. So yeah, there we go. Are there any movies coming up? Movies or physical media releases coming up soon that you all are looking forward to? No, probably not Taco Bell Lugosi. Right now I'm kind of not in the mood to do blood streams. I don't know. When I get inspired to do them, I've got a couple of people who've said that they'd be on, so I think both will be good guests. I just need to actually, schedule with them. So just kind of not feeling the blood streams at the moment. Friday the 13th 4K. The Fog 4K. Cool. Favorite Friday the 13th movie? Well, A New Beginning, of course. The Pearl movie is for real swaggy. The Fright Night and Lost Boys steelbooks. Yeah. Definitely going to be getting that Lost Boys. I'm going to be getting the Heat 4K, although I've heard that there's some issues with that one, like it's too dark. I don't know. But I've got the Child's Play 4K set on the way. I've not pre-ordered that new Halloween 4K set for 6 H2O and Resurrection. I might wait and see if that comes down a little bit on Amazon. I don't know. We'll see. Can't wait for the Return of Living Dead 4K. Yeah. Couple of new Troma releases you're excited about getting. Future Dead Camper. Okay, cool. Crawl 4K. It definitely wasn't my favorite Bloodstream experience, Joe. You just pre-ordered the Halloween box set, Taco Bell Lugosi. Let's see, how much is it on Amazon right now? I think directly from Scream Factory it was what, like 109 or 119 or something like that? Let's see, let's just put in Halloween 4. It's 129 on Amazon right now. So I think you can actually get it cheaper off of Scream Factory. But let's see. And 119. So 119 on Amazon, or 119 on Scream Factory's website, 129 on Amazon. I do think that price on Amazon will come down, though. I'm pretty sure that price will come down before October 4th. $106 on Diabolic. Okay, cool. Your sister wants to see the Taco Man video. Let's see if I don't know if I've still got that one on here. Well, I do. All right, so this is for Jeff's sister, The Taco Man. Me conjuring the Taco Man. Here you go. Oh, crap. Hold on. Why is it small? Why did it get small like that for? All right. Taco Man. Taco Man. Taco Man. Taco Man. Taco Man.
Go get Taco Bell.
Okay. There you go. Taco Man. Don't ever conjure the Taco Man, or you will have to take him to Taco Bell. You will have to take him to Taco Bell. We might do a new Taco Bell video soon, too, as a matter of fact. Taco Bell's got a new burrito that Jeremy and I need to try. So, I've got a funny Jeremy story. Funny Taco Bell Jeremy story. Okay, here we go. So, we were at Taco Bell the other day, and Jeremy likes the wild cherry freezes. He calls them red slushes. So he'll say, want soft shell tacos, a Mountain Dew, and a red slush. So I got him his tacos, his Mountain Dew, and his red slush. They've also got a mango whipped freeze, which is mango with like the white cream whipped into it. It's so freaking good. So as we're driving home, I noticed Jeremy is staring at my mango whipped freeze. And he says, tall man blood. Anything that's yellow is tall man blood. So I asked him, I said, do you want a sip? And he's, yes. And he takes it and he starts to, he takes more than a sip. And when I reach for him to hand it back to me, he hands me his red slush. And I go, no. He wanted to trade me. I said, no. I want my mango freeze back, my tall man blood slush back. So he reluctantly gave me back my tall man blood slush. But as we got closer to home, I noticed he was staring at it again. And I said, do you want to trade? And he said, yes. And he handed me his red slush, and I finished the red slush, and he got to finish my tall man blood slush. Hey, Scary Jerry, thank you very much. Shirts are available in my TeePublic store. Check them out. But yeah, it's yeah. Tall man blood slush. So when we go back, I'm just going to say, do you want the red slush or do you want the tall man blood slush? I think he's going to go for the tall man blood. The mango whips are good. Those are very good. Those are very good. But yeah, he was trying to be sneaky about it. He wanted to, he wanted to hand me his red slush, thinking I'd just be okay with it. That's not cool. That's not cool. You know, I could go. I could go for one of those freaking mango whips right now, like a big one. Like, give me like the gallon jug of mango whip. I'd be all over it. You haven't eaten Taco Bell in a year? Good Lord. Jeremy'd crack after 3 days. Jeremy is in bed, Darren. Jeremy goes to bed every night at 8 p.m. sharp. Five favorite found footage movies. Wow. Man, I've got to think about that one. How's the CBD treating you? Good. It's treating me good. As a matter of fact, let's unbox some new products. So, Vance Global, who do the gummies, they decided to send me these. So, let me open these up and take a look at them. All right, here we go. Oh, they sent me a sticker too. Cool. All right. So here we have I don't know. Huh. So I guess these are the Delta 8 ones. These are actual smokables. They're not gummies. They're smokables. They're like cigarettes, I guess. And I'm not sure what one of these are one of these is CBD and the other is THC. I'm not sure which is okay. All right. So this is THC. This is just CBD, I believe. And these are 100% legal. This isn't bad stuff. 100% legal. 100% legal. So John Skelton Doe. Yes. Hello, Keith. How are you doing? Shout out to Keith. Hope you're doing well. So, let me, and once again, if you want to pick up anything from Vance, either any of their gummies or anything, here is a link, and if you use code PIZ20, you'll get 20% off of your purchase. So there you go. There you go. There's the link. But see, it's not weed. It's not illegal. It's not a drug. It's a product derived from hemp. So it's totally legal. Totally legal. so let's open up the Delta 8. And let's see what they look like here. Let's open up one of the Delta 8s. And it's all about controlling your anxiety. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. It's all about controlling your anxiety and what have you. So yeah, not illegal at all. Here we go. There it is. It's rolled up like a cigarette. It's even got a filter on it. Let's see. Where's my matches? We'll try one here. Don't have anything to ash in, though. There we go. This will work. All right, here we go. Alrighty, cool. Yeah, it helps you chill. It's it relieves your anxieties, helps you chill. That's what it's all about. You might want to increase fold because it's more CBD is more chill. It's more chill, but definitely follow that link and check it out. They've got an FAQ section if you have any questions, and if you choose to try anything, there's the code for 20% off. So. Yes, Evil Dead Remake is getting a 4K release. That is correct. That is correct. I don't know if I need the 4K though. I like the movie. I think I'm fine with my Blu-ray of that one. Really. If that helps chill, I should try them for my OCD. Could definitely need some of that. Yes, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea there, Sasha. Hey, Jeremiah Lambert, how you doing, man? It's been a while. Just joined Piz. We already do the reviews, I take it. Can we get a recap on your thoughts? Sure. We'll do a recap on my thoughts for anybody who is just tuning in. Prey, I thought was okay. I thought Prey was okay. It's for some reason it's getting really, really overhyped. But I thought it was okay. There were issues with it. It's definitely not the best Predator movie, although it's not the worst Predator movie. The one good thing about it is that it's got people excited about Predator again. And people haven't been excited about Predator in a long time. You loved Prey? Again, I thought it was okay. Never tried Kratom. I don't know if I've ever heard of Kratom. They Them is a horrible slasher movie. If you go into it expecting a slasher movie, you are going to be you're going to be very disappointed because it's a horrible slasher movie. There were things I liked about it, but the execution is way, way off. No, Prey is not better than Predator 2. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. Hey, Jason Neal, how are you? I agree. Prey was enjoyable, but not great. Yeah. Yeah. Prey was better than the Predator. Prey was better than the Predator. But I'd put it about on the same level as Predators. Predators may be a slightly better. Kratom is a mild pseudo-opioid that isn't destructive or illegal in most states. That feels really good. Okay, didn't know. Yes, this is the kind. The Delta 8 is supposed to help you relax and come down and really help you sleep. I tried one of the Delta 8 gummies on a stream not long ago, and very chill, and definitely helped me sleep, helped me relax, and helped me sleep. So I do have a letterboxd. Yes, I do have a letterboxd. Just look up pizowell. I'm on there. Agree. Prey was okay. It was. It's way too nitpickable to be amazing. Yeah. Neck and neck with Predators. Yep. I pretty much echoed what you said. Was it bloody? What? Prey or they them? CBD is better to help you sleep, Lisa. That's right, Marathon Man. Yep. Marathon Man 4K. You recommend Nope. It was fantastic. I've not seen it. I'm probably going to wait till VOD, honestly. My cat is still upset. It must still be storming outside. Yeah, I know, baby. I'm sorry. I know, baby. I'm sorry. It's all right. Cool, CR. Bill Paxton was in the original term. That's true, Swaggy. That's right. Yeah, I know, baby. I'm sorry. It must be storming again. I know, baby. Let me go check and see. Let me go check on my cat. She's freaking out. Let me see what she's freaking out about. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. No, she's just not happy about it storming, but she's okay. Cat's name is Johanna. Or Jojo. Jeremy calls her Jojo. Also opened up a door to get the smoke out. Robert, are you talking about the what's it? Is it a lion movie? We've got two cats. Johanna stays down here. She's the man cave cat. And then we've got Hemingway upstairs, which I'm sure if you're familiar with the channel, you've heard Jeremy or me or both of us talk about Hemingway. So, Platoon is getting a 4K. That is correct. Oh, what's wrong with your cat, future dead camper? Yeah, I like Platoon a lot. I don't necessarily need to own it in 4K though, but I like the movie a lot. Polydactyl cat. What does that mean? Polydactyl. Is that like the five-toed cats or whatever? Oh, it is. Yeah. Yeah. No. He doesn't have the extra toe. Jeremy wanted to call him Hemingway, so his name is Hemingway. But no, not polydactyl. I know all the cats on Ernest Hemingway's island or wherever, they were those cats. Yeah. She's finally weaned, and I can go get her this weekend. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Jason, how weird, some of the Spirit Halloweens are open this early, some of them are not. So, I don't know. It's weird. You've got two cats, Lisa? I mean, the more cats, the merrier, really. I mean, well, I don't want to say technically, but there's a cat that lives outside. She's taken up with us. So we've had her, quote unquote, for many, many years. But she just hangs around. We feed her. I was able to catch her so that I could take her and get her fixed. But yeah. I'm sorry I worried you, Heath. Everything's good. Everything's good. I've not seen that trailer, Riverman, no. So how have you been, Jeremiah? I saw some pictures. You were out on the doing some conventions. I used to smoke cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes for many years, but I've not smoked a cigarette in. That's the closest thing to a cigarette that I've smoked in probably 15 years. maybe longer. Well, yeah, I want to say about 15 years, 16 years, somewhere in that neighborhood. But yeah, I smoked on and off pretty much my entire life up to that point. Nasty habits. These days it's a very expensive habit. You've got 3 cats, including 2 16-pound tomcats. Oh, man. You've got some big boys. Hemingway's a big boy. Thank you all for 127 likes on YouTube. I appreciate it. Yeah, this has been a fun Sunday night stream. Kind of like the first Sunday night stream, or at least that's what I'm calling it. Sunday night stream, SNS number 1. So, any advice on physical media collecting? I would say it's all about, well, you either need to focus, well, the problem that I made early on is I just bought too much to the point where I was buying stuff just because it was cheap with the intention of maybe watching it. So I ended up with a big collection full of movies that I hadn't watched and had no intention of watching. So instead of trying to have the biggest collection, try to have the best collection with quality releases. That'd be some good advice, I think. This is the good doctor right here. This is Dr. McGillicuddy root beer. But it's root beer with a kick. I also really like the Dr. McGillicuddy menthol. Very good. Very good. $10 a pack in Virginia. Yeah. I mean, even like the super cheap generic cigarettes, a carton of those are still like 60, 70 bucks. I don't know how people afford to smoke these days. I really don't. Yep, been doing the cons like crazy this year. Next big one is the one I help organize. Midwest. Oh yeah, that's right, the Midwest Monster Fest. Trying to wrap up all the finalities so I can make a video trailer within a week or so. Very cool. Have you guys booked any guests? I know I follow y'all on Facebook and stuff, but I don't remember. Okay, here we go. So you've got the clown from Terrifier. What's his name? I don't remember. David Howard Thornton is going to be there. Okay, Miko Hughes. I've met him. Damian Leone. Listen, you're doing a smart thing booking Terrifier people. A very smart thing, booking Terrifier people. Because when I went to New Jersey Con last year, I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. The Terrifier people were just crowded the entire time. There was never a time when I was on the floor of that convention that the Terrifier people were not swamped. So, they are popular. I only buy stuff I know I'll watch now. Yep. This was fun. I'm looking forward to more live streams every Sunday. You should plan another top 10 or 20 list. Already ahead of you there. Jill. Already ahead of you there. Glad to be a part of your stream. I'm currently unemployed, but when I get the income back, you're number one on my Patreon list. Ah, thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. I don't catalog my collection, Bog Zombie. Hey, Jessica, 2991, how are you? Horror movie scores is something that I've thought about. It's on the list. It's on the list. Yes, yes, Art the Clown. Oh, can't think of that. Not going to TIFF. Nope. Yes, I will do the Silent Night, Bloody Night watch along again sometime around the Christmas holiday, for sure. That's become a tradition on my channel. Ah, Jonathan, I was just talking about you earlier tonight. Got the great Mountain Dews that you sent, so I'm looking forward to doing that video with Jeremy. That's going to be a fun video. We're going to do one region free this month, and then as we get into the fall, maybe starting with September, I don't know, we'll go back to doing twice a month episodes. I'm doing good, Jessica. Just hanging out, having a chill Sunday night stream, talking movies, talking everything. Hi, Jesse Perez. I'm good. Hope you are too. All right, Darren, take care, buddy. Have a good night. Oh, Tom Morga. Cool. Cool. I could have met Tom Morga, and I do know why, because I'd spent so much on all the other A New Beginning people that I was like, oh man. So I had to pick at least one person to kind of not do. So I skipped Tom Morga that year. But I'm kind of, see, you always think though, or at least I always think at these conventions, I'm like, I can skip that person this year because I'm sure I'll see him, I'll see him at Scarefest, or I'll see him at another convention down the road. And sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you gotta get while the getting's good, as they say. The Bride of Frank, or the Bride of Frankenstein. There's a Bride of Frank. I've not seen Bride of Frank. All right, Lisa, take care. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. What other YouTube channels do you like to watch on your own time? There's a few. Let me take you down my subscription list here, and I'll point out a few. Most of them are probably going to be people you already know. Of course, I'm a subscriber of Christian Hanahara. I'm a subscriber of the Lost River Drive-In, which Nick was in the chat earlier. I think I probably pissed him off with my review of Prey, and he left. Let's see, who else is we have here? Bad Raven, a fellow Kentuckian. Born to be Rad, my friend Garrett. Of course, I'm subscribed to him. Cinemassacre, I think you all know James Rolfe, the Angry Nintendo Nerd. I'm a subscriber of Damon Michaels. That's Eric Freeman's YouTube channel. And I keep trying to get him to upload more videos onto his channel, but... Dinosaur Dracula. I hope he does some more videos this Halloween season. My old buddy Barry from Endurance Productions, although he's not uploaded anything in years. Still a subscriber. Film Threat. Good Bad Flicks. Let me find some more good ones here. Jan Man Chronicles, my buddy Jaxius, who does a lot of music for my channel, Jay the Stingray. Who else we got here? Mid-Level Media. I know Mid-Level Media was in the chat earlier tonight. I'm a subscriber of his. Visited by Voices 1, of course. I think most of y'all know Lorne. Rambo Raff for Life. Region Free, of course. I'm a subscriber of Region Free. So there you go. There's quite a few channels. The Horror Geek. Yeah, Mike the Horror Geek. I'm a subscriber of his, too. Yep, I like Mike a lot. Very cool guy. Does some great content. Thank y'all for 132 likes on the stream tonight. I appreciate that. I did watch Starry Eyes. Yeah, I watched Starry Eyes. It's been a while ago, but I like Starry Eyes a lot. Oh, gosh. We could talk about the DCEU if you wanted to. What a mess that is. I read that they did a test screening of Aquaman 2 and audiences were confused by Keaton Batman being there. So they reshot the scene with Batfleck. Well, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. But I mean, Keaton Batman was in that Batgirl or Batwoman movie that they've canceled too. I don't know. I heard that they were just going to wash their hands of everything and start over again, which is what they should do. They tried to follow the Marvel formula and failed. Then they just put out some... They just made some really bad mistakes. All right, David Vines, take care, man. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:10 p.m. on the East Coast. You know, I actually heard that Batwoman tested higher than both Black Adam and maybe it was the Flash movie. Or it might have been Aquaman 2. But they still canceled it. I mean, that Flash movie, we'll see. It'll probably be canceled next. I don't think they can release a movie with Ezra Miller in the lead. I've not heard anything about Evil Dead Rises. I just know it got postponed. Arthur on the Rocks, take care. Have a good night, buddy. Thank you, Taco Bell Lugosi. What you think if we have Michael Myers and Jason in a film? I don't think that'd be a very good film. I think that'd be a very bad film. Top 3 movie genres. Horror, number 1, of course. Oh man. I guess maybe. Gosh, I don't know. That's a good question. I watch so much horror. Gosh. I mean, I guess maybe sci-fi and then action, maybe. I wish I could be a fly on the wall when they screen flash at Ezra's compound. Ezra's compound. I watched your top 20 slasher stream. You asked for more subject ideas. My idea, top horror anthologies. We just watched From a Whisper to a Scream, and Clue was brilliant in it. R.I.P. Clue. Yep. We toasted to Clue a little earlier tonight. Top anthologies. That's not a bad idea. I'll add it to the list here. All right, so I've added that to my list. Let's see, when is Midwest Monster Fest this year? September 16th, 17th, and 18th in the Rust Belt. Wait a minute, Jeremiah, why haven't you invited the Taco Man as a guest? Don't you know Taco Man will bring in hundreds? Rank the fast food places by breakfast offerings. When it comes to breakfast, honestly, the McDonald's is my only go-to for breakfast. That's my favorite breakfast. Although tonight, I DoorDashed Jeremy and I some McDonald's. And both of our fries containers, literally every single fry in both container was raw. Like they hadn't even cooked it. They hadn't even dropped it in the freaking fryer. They were every single one in both of our packs raw. I couldn't believe it. I've had some not so pleasant encounters with McDonald's. But for every single French fry in both of our packs to be raw was just mind-blowing. Like, who scooped those up out of the thing and went, these are totally raw. I'll just serve them anyway. Oh, jeez. We can't afford them? Well, I mean, Taco Man's not that expensive. You know, you just gotta... pay for his flight, put him up in a reasonable hotel. And I mean, he's good. You know, maybe a small per diem for Taco Bell. He doesn't need a guarantee. So listen, give me a shout. I represent the Taco Man. And, there you go. McDonald's cold fries killed someone in New York. Really? Well, these weren't cold. These were just raw. Totally raw. So Jeremy was not happy. I wasn't happy either, because I mean, when you DoorDash something, you basically pay like triple for it, just because I was too lazy to get out. So you've written a short story involving Ernest P. Worrell as a slasher villain. Wow. See, you're gonna run into problems with that story, because you're not going to be able to use the character Ernest P. Worrell.
Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Thank you, Debbie, for the $1.99 super chat. Favorite streaming service? Tubi. Tubi. It's free, and they've got everything. Everything. Oh, someone shot a worker over cold fries at a McDonald's. Wow. That's, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I wouldn't have watched Jeepers Creepers 3 if it hadn't been a review request. So I really don't have any interest in Jeepers Creepers 4, to be honest, even though, I mean, I know they've moved on from Victor Salva, but still. You saw the picture I posted on Twitter of the fries. They were gross. Yeah. Yeah, DoorDash has a lot of fees. It's very convenient. But
Yes, darling, what is it?
way too expensive.
Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Debbie, thank you for the additional $1.99. David Arquette is going to be at Monster Mania. Cool. I've never met him. I'd like to meet him. Hey, Grim Observer, Chick-fil-A has a solid breakfast lineup. I don't have a Chick-fil-A near me, though. That sucks. I like Chick-fil-A. I've never had their breakfast, though. But they make some darn good chicken. And those waffle fries, so good. And their chocolate chip cookies, so good. Oh. Yeah, the selection Tubi has is unreal. Is Monster Mania in New Jersey? Yeah, Cherry Hills. Yeah, or Cherry Hill. Oh crap, that's coming up next weekend, isn't it? That is coming up next weekend. Let's see who all is going to be there. David Arquette, Matthew Lillard, Marley Shelton, Jamie Kennedy, W. Earl Brown, Lee Waddell, Big Scream, Ralph Macchio. Nice. Doug Bradley, Dick Warlock, Lance Guest, and Leo Rossi. Oh, I'd love to meet Lance Guest and Leo Rossi. Holy crap. Greg Nicotero, Gary Busey. Oh, my God. I'd love to meet Busey. Julie Benz. Oh, I love Julie Benz. Oh, and that's right. Deborah Hayes is making her first ever con appearance. Holy crap. If anybody is going to that convention, let me know. Let me know. She's one that I'm hoping will do other shows. Because I need her signature on my poster. But that's cool. That's cool that she's on the convention scene. Because for a long time, the rumor was that she'd passed away. Lance Henriksen, Tom Skerritt, Jeanette Goldstein, Mark Rolls. You've got oh crap! It's like a Aliens reunion too. Veronica Cartwright, Carrie Henn. You got Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder's at every convention. Danielle Harris, Zach Galligan, Lynn East, Kim Coates. I'd like to meet Kim Coates. Oh my God, Braun Strowman's going to be there. Holy crap. Skeet Ulrich, postponed. Nev Campbell is postponed as well due to filming, but filming of the Twisted Metal series. We all know she's on the set of Scream 6, though. I'm a Shudder subscriber too. Yep. Shudder's got a really good selection, and I mean they're pretty cheap. You know, they're reasonably priced. So I saw the Gwar documentary on there. The Gwar documentary was good. The Gwar documentary is good. Am I a fan of the classic Hammer horror movies? I really liked those growing up, but I've not watched a Hammer movie or an old school Hammer movie in a really long time. I've really neglected Hammer as an adult horror fan, really. So I kind of do need to go and rewatch some of those classic Hammer flicks. Debbie, the convention scene, it's kind of like professional wrestling. You have a run where you show up at all the conventions and then you go away for a little while. You cool off and then you jump back on the scene again. But see, for somebody like Kane Hodder, though, I mean, he's one of those guys who's constantly swamped. Every convention I've ever been to that he's been at, he's swamped the whole time. So, I mean, he can do every convention and still bring people in and still stay busy the whole time. So, not every convention guest can do that. That's why they have a run where they're at a bunch of conventions for a couple of years, then maybe take a year off, then get back on the scene. Because, what's that old saying? Separation, I can't think of it. Or distance. Whatever. Sleazy P. Martini has a YouTube channel. Okay. I don't know, JK. Prime has a really good selection of horror, too. They've got a really good selection of horror, too. I've heard about that, Robert Long. Cheech and Chong were supposed to be in Friday Part 6, but that didn't happen. Probably for the best. Probably for the best. What fast food restaurant could Jeremy eat at every day if you took him? Oh, man, that's a good question. Probably Taco Bell, but he also loves his KFC. And he's been requesting a lot of Arby's lately, too. So. But I think that'd be the order. Taco Bell would be 1, KFC would be 2, Arby's would be 3. Are the screencasts set for life on the convention scene? Somebody like Nev Campbell would be, for sure. Somebody like, probably Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich too. Beyond that, I mean, maybe Jamie Kennedy, for a while at least. I think Rose McGowan, if she got on the convention scene, she'd have a really good run. But definitely Nev. Nev could just do conventions for the rest of her life and live, live out the remainder of her years quite well off. And I mean, think about it. She could only do, I'm sure her guarantee per convention has got to be 20,000 at this point. especially after Scream 5. So if she does 5 conventions a year, I mean, you do the math. That's $100,000 at least, bare minimum $100,000. And that's all money that's difficult for the IRS to track. And depending on the convention, you know, she could probably draw in over a weekend, I don't know, 30,000, maybe 40 with, you know, autographs and photo ops. The most I ever paid for an autograph was Robert Englund. I don't remember how much it was. It was at least $100 though. At least 100. You know, I think Nev has gotten... I think she's aged like fine wine. She's aged well. Taco Man is asleep, dreaming of tacos right now. Yeah, the convention scene is a very lucrative hustle. Very lucrative. Do you think Nev is working on Scream 6 but will tell people she isn't? I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if she pops up in it or, you know. I don't know. She's tiny, I bet. Most celebrities are well, I mean, most people in general are smaller than me, but, you know, when you meet some celebrities, they're exceedingly small. Surprisingly small. Favorite sleazy horror film would be Pieces. Juan Piquer Simone's brilliant Pieces. Texas Frightmare's moving to a new, bigger venue next year. That's good. Yeah. I know they were very crowded this year, I heard. And I think that's been an issue with them in the past as well. Oh, you've been to boxing conventions, Captain. Okay. Dog Soldiers or Howl? Dog Soldiers. Debbie, I mean, you're not wrong. So many creepy men at these conventions and many smell. You're not wrong. The smelly part especially. You know, I never understand, you know, people who they know they're going to be in close quarters with others. But they're just like, I'll shower next week. You know what I mean? I'll put some cologne on, I don't know, next month sometime. I'll brush my teeth in a week or so, you know. Yeah. So just, and there's always that one person like you're going to be practically pressed up against who's not showered in a while. Yeah. You're 6'6", Richard? Yeah. I'm 6'4". So, yeah, the world is, yes. Yes. And Rizami is correct. Sometimes the celebrities smell too. That's true. Sometimes the celebrities smell too. What's the worst Hellraiser movie? You watched Hellraiser Revelation tonight. That's the worst one. That's the worst one, Ben. But I know that struggle, Richard. I know that struggle, man. I know it well. I know that struggle well, my friend. Bog Zombie never understood the constankness. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just, Like I also understand, you go to a convention, it's kind of a party atmosphere, so you're going to have some drinks, you know what I mean, maybe. But like the people who were there on Saturday morning or it's like it's noon on Saturday and you're already drunk off your ass. You know what I mean? And you stink on top of it. I had somebody like that in front of me at a convention years and years ago. He was already drunk at like noon, 1 o'clock, and freaking stank like he hadn't showered in weeks. And he was in a clown costume that I'm sure he'd not washed in God knows how long. So he's drunk. He's drinking a beer there, but he's already wasted. He stinks to high heaven. He's dressed like a clown, and he's in front of me running his mouth about God knows what. I just wanted to pray for him, That's it. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to pray for him really hard. Like, pray for him as hard as I could, right in the nose. But, he probably wouldn't have felt it anyway. He was so gone at that point. I don't know if I'm getting the second Sight Dog Soldiers release or not. I sure hope so, because I think that's going to be a good one. Coolest person I met at a convention I didn't expect to be cool. You met John Lovitz, Andrew, and he was cool. Okay. Nice. The coolest person I met that I didn't expect to be cool. That's a good question. Really just about everybody that I've met at conventions have been cool. There's exceptions and there's levels of coolness. But, I think the first time I met Corey Feldman, like I'd heard things about him at conventions and him not being very nice. The first time I met him, he was super nice. Super nice. Now the second time I met him, not so much, but the first time I was like, oh, well, he's really nice. He's really cool. Let's see. Who else? Sean Cunningham was very talkative. I was surprised at how talkative he was when I met him. I didn't know if he'd be kind of, he wasn't what I expected. He was very, very talkative. It was so funny because he pulled like a milk carton case thing out from under his table and stepped up on it so that he could be, still wasn't as tall as me, but he could at least appear taller. And then we talked about a documentary that he was working on after that. So he was pretty cool. I enjoyed meeting him. Also, Kimberly Beck was super cool too. Trish from Friday the 13th Part 4. Although she kind of latched on to my girlfriend because my girlfriend was just dressed normally, So I think she looked at my girlfriend. She thought, oh God, a normal one. Let me talk to her. So Actually, she talked to my girlfriend more than she talked to me, to be honest. But they were bonding over fashion. So, the shortest celebrity I've ever met would be Miko Hughes. He was very short. The tallest I've ever met would probably be Tony Todd was really tall. I've met Tyler Main, although I didn't get a picture or anything with him. He's really tall, of course. I'll go with those two as the tallest. Hi, Bacon Pew Pew. How are you? Brass Born, how's it going, buddy? You got drunk with Bill Hinsman and James Duval at a con like 15 years ago? That's cool. I'd like to meet James Duval. Oh, where'd my Frank Dorbs figure go? Ah, I've knocked him off somewhere. You gotta love Frank the Bunny. Also, you gotta love this Jason's Mother's Head koozie thing. Just don't have a can to put it to put in it. YouTubers are also short. In real life, you saw Dead Meat James at a con and he was shorter than expected. Piz, I heard you took steroids. Is that true? Oh, they were medically prescribed, okay? Medically prescribed. Are you planning on going to any other conventions this year, Ben? I'm not. What part of the country are you in? Northeast, Southeast? Thank you, Mrs. Erica. Dee Wallace was nice when I met her many years ago. Bill Hinsman drunk talking about Flesh Eater for hours. Nice. You're in Dallas. Okay. All right. You're far away. You ever make it out thank you, Rizami. You ever make it out this way for any conventions, or do you kind of stick in the Midwest there, the Texas area? You went to the OKC Horror Con? Cool. Who'd you meet there? Is there something in the water in Kentucky for horror? You know, honestly, I didn't know there were as many horror fans in Kentucky. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of horror fans in Kentucky, it turns out. I mean, at one time we had, 3 or 4 different conventions just in Kentucky. So, I mean, Kentucky is, a lot of people love horror here. Ah, that's cool, Entertainment Wizard. The most memorable person I met at a convention? Oh, man. Eric Freeman, of course. He'd probably be number one. Oh, gosh. Ethel and Jr. from A New Beginning. Ron Sloan and Carol Locatell. God, they were so funny. Oh, they were so cool. Oh, they were both just awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Who else? I remember the very first convention I went to, the very first person I walked to meet was, oh crap, what's his name? Teen Wolf's dad. And he passed away recently. What was his name? Just James something, wasn't it? James Hampton. Yeah, James Hampton. So very first convention I ever went to, very first person I went up to meet, and I walked past people like, you know, Danielle Harris and let's see who else. Kane Hodder was there. And I was like, where that Teen Wolf's dad? I want to meet Teen Wolf's freaking dad. So got to meet Teen Wolf's dad. Very first person at a convention I met. And he was really nice. It's too bad that he passed away. Let's see. James Hampton, how many credits? 97 acting credits. So he had a very nice long career too. And he passed away at the age of 84. So he had a nice long life as well. Yeah, Johnny Depp is a Kentuckian. He sure is. So is John Carpenter. So was Hunter S. Thompson. You met Tamara Glenn, John. Oh, you met the Crypt Keeper. James Jude Courtney, Naomi Grossman, the usuals. John Cassier is going to be at at Scarefest, and I'm sure Jeremy will want to meet him because Jeremy loves the Crypt Keeper. So I'm sure he'll want to meet him. I've met Robert Englund, JK. I met Linnea Quigley. She was very nice. John Carpenter let me smoke a cigarette with him for $800. Hey man, it's worth it. Worth every penny to smoke a cigarette with John Carpenter. It's funny. Ken Foray, yep. Ken Foray was at the very first convention I went to. I think he's actually after I met James Hampton, I went and met Ken Foray. The big person I wanted to meet that year, that I was actually nervous to meet, was Gunnar Hansen. So, I actually got to meet Gunnar Hansen at a couple of different conventions, and he gave me the best compliment I've ever received in my life. If you're a longtime subscriber, you know what I'm going to say. He told me that I'd make a great Leatherface. That's the greatest compliment I've ever received. For Leatherface to tell me that I'd be a great Leatherface. Oh, man. I wish I could have met Toby Hooper too. Yeah, I'd like to have met Toby Hooper and Wes Craven. Lou Diamond Phillips. Yes, Lou Diamond Phillips was really nice to meet too. He was. I was surprised how friendly he was. He was super friendly. But yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips was cool. He was very cool. John Carpenter fainted at a con you were at. Really? Had to be taken away in an ambulance. He was back the next day. I wonder what happened there. Huh? Maybe he just. I don't know. Kiefer Sutherland and Jason Patrick were cool. They were cool. Kiefer Sutherland was a little more outgoing than Jason Patrick. Jason Patrick didn't have a whole lot to say, but still, glad I met both of them. And to this day, the only photo ops that I've ever paid for, Kiefer Sutherland and Jason Patrick. Oh, thank you, Entertainment Wizard. Thank you. Oh, you just watched Bats for the first time. How odd is that? We're talking about Lou Diamond Phillips and you just watched Bats. Yeah. It's cool. Experience meeting Tom Savini. I've met Tom. I think 3 times at this point. I've told those stories. I don't want to tell them again. He's okay. He's okay. Carpenter had the flu and overdid it. That makes sense. That makes sense. I heard about Meatloaf falling off this stage that one time. Yeah. Ugh. Hottest female lead in a horror film. Here you go. There you go. There's my girl right there. There she is. We'll just leave her right there. That is a woman right there. Never met Ed French. No, I didn't listen to Charles Band's podcast where he interviewed John Carpenter. Both revealed the actors that made their lives hell. Band's was Klaus Kinski, of course. Of course. Klaus Kinski made every director's life hell he worked with. Carpenter's was Chevy Chase. Carpenter said working with Chevy made him consider giving up directing. Damn. And yeah, Chevy Chase, that's another one. He's another one. He has quite a reputation. Well, you don't cast Klaus Kinski in something and then go, man, he's difficult to work with. He's that's kind of his shtick. You met Karen Allen. Oh, she was too sweet. Cool. Talked about cruising. Piz, I'm at a Sonic right now, sitting in my pickup having some mozzarella sticks and some tots. Oh, I love their mozzarella sticks. Sonic's their onion rings are really good too. That's right, Sean. There's just something about them eyebrows. Just fire. Tom Morga was super fun to meet. Yeah, I wish I would have met him at that was a Horror Hound Cincinnati, I believe. They had a New Beginning reunion, So I met a bunch of them. I got to meet, hang out with Eric Freeman at that one. That one was a lot of fun. I got to meet Robert Brian Wilson. I got to meet who's the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and Vamp? Robert Russler. Got to meet him. I've been a fan of Robert Russler for a long time. So that was a really fun convention. That was a really fun convention. Your niece won an LA Kings jersey signed by Chevy Chase on a random Facebook contest. That's cool. You got to be careful with that, Matt. They do. You got to be careful with that. Got to be careful with that. Megan from Jason Lives. Yeah, you know. But, I mean, come on. She's not this lady right here. That's for sure. That is for sure. Thank you all for 140 likes on the stream tonight. I appreciate it. 141. Yeah, glad y'all have had a fun time hanging out with me, talking Prey, talking Allegoria, talking what else do we talk about? Freaking they, them, did some unboxings, repping Vance Global. Go check them out. Would you get Jamie Lee Curtis autograph, or would you keep walking after the last Halloween? That's funny. No, I would like to get a Jamie Lee Curtis autograph. But I don't know. I don't know if she'll ever do another convention. I mean, she did the one to promote Halloween 2018, and, that may be it for her. Because I was actually kind of thinking that she might get back on the scene to promote Halloween Ends, but nope. So I'm guessing her probably no more convention appearances for her, unfortunately. Who is the girl in the corner? That's my dream woman, Ice Ice Cody. That's my dream girl. Let me put her away. I can't think straight when she's present. I got to meet Ted White. Ted White was a huge guy. When I met him, I mean, he had to be 6'5" or 6'6", and even for an older guy, I mean, he was big, broad-shouldered dude. So much bigger than Kane Hodder. Much bigger than Kane Hodder. I've not met C.J. Graham. He's one of the few Jason actors who I've not met, but he's going to be at Scarefest, so I'll hopefully get to meet him. And he's a big guy too, so. Joking? Why would I be joking about that? I mean, did you not see the picture? Do you want me to bring it up again? I mean, what is wrong with you? I mean, just look at that. She is royalty, Hillbilly Tech. That's correct. She is royalty. Jennifer Connelly would be cool to meet for Phenomena and for Labyrinth. And I mean, she's just done so much stuff, But yeah, she'd be cool to meet. Not met Nick Castle. He was at a convention I was at, but I just didn't go meet him. Or no, wait a minute. Was that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was him. It seems like I've not been to a convention since before the whole pandemic thing, and that feels like years ago. Well, I mean, it was years ago, but I mean, it feels like a long, long time ago. She was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Shudder movie. Yeah, if I get the opportunity to meet Nick Castle again, I'll probably meet him. Dick Warlock, who played, of course, Michael in Halloween 2, is super, super nice. I don't know. Yeah, he's still on the convention scene because he's going to be at Monster Mania. So he's really, really nice. He's one that sticks out for me, too, because he was so cool. Yes. Wouldn't it be cool to meet Jake and Eddie from Ernest Goes to Camp over a bowl of eggs erroneous? Indeed. Ernest, Jim Varney, is buried in Lexington. And I've thought about going and visiting his grave with Jeremy, because Jeremy's a big Ernest fan too. So we should do that. Go pay our respects. I've never met Derek Mears, but Derek Mears seems very cool from his social media presence. He seems cool. That's right. We're going to have some more Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre flicks coming out. I say cool. Oh, you were going to meet Charles Cyphers but had to cancel? That sucks, CR. Warlock's going to be at Mad Monster too. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you have the opportunity to meet him, you should. Such a nice guy. I wouldn't say Carpenter is unfriendly. I think he's just, if you've ever watched an interview with him, I mean, that's just kind of how he is, I know, eyebrows for days. I love that. Love that. Your local art house theater has an Ernest Film Club that meets the last Wednesday of every month. Wow. Wow. That is so cool. I would definitely be a member of that club. I'm sorry, Southpaw. I can't put the image back up. I'm sorry. Can't put it back up. Derek Mears is awesome. Met him in Atlanta. Cool. I mean, you're not wrong about not wrong there, Heath. That's for sure. I think that's just who John Carpenter is. I think he's just he's a man of few words, and that's fine. I mean, he's he's a legend. He's a legend. You've met Leo Rossi before, Rick. That's cool. I'd like to meet him. I'd like to meet him. John Cena could play Ernest. There's a striking resemblance. He'd be a very muscly Ernest, though. I think we need to reboot the Ernest series with John Cena as Ernest. I think that we need to start with Ernest Goes to Camp with John Cena as Ernest. I don't know if I'm going to review Jeepers Creepers Reborn or not. Never met Clive Barker. I'd like to, but I've never met him. Any other notable flavors of the Good Doctor worth checking out? Let's see. I know I've tried another flavor other than the root beer and the menthol. Menthol is my favorite. Root beer is my second favorite. I'm sure I know there's at least one other, because I think I got a bottle of it, but I don't remember what the flavor was. But let's look it up here and see what flavors Dr. McGillicuddy offers. Let's see. Dr. McGillicuddy's Shooting Straight since, what did that say? I don't know. Let's see, where are their different flavors, products? Let's check it out. Butterscotch. They've got butterscotch. Peppermint. Ooh, I bet that would be good. I bet that would be good. Cherry. Okay. I bet that would be good. From cherry tarts to cherry pies, there has always been something decadent about this rosy round fruit. Dr. McGillicuddy often used this succulent spirit to top off a great day, and was known to say, "If life is a bowl of cherries, then living is a round of my cherry shots." God bless him. Raw vanilla. There's my menthol mint. Apple pie. Apple pie. I don't know about that one. Peach. I bet peach is good. Coffee. There's the root beer, of course. Wild grape. Holy crap, I bet that's good. Oh my God, I bet that's good. Ooh. Apple whiskey. Okay. Blackberry whiskey. I bet that's good. Peach whiskey. Honey whiskey. Wow. Man, I want to try some of that wild grape and the cherry. I bet those are good. I bet the peppermint's good too. Man, Dr. McGillicuddy rules. Oh. Okay. Cool. I'm all thirsty now for Dr. McGillicuddy. I want to meet John Carpenter, David Cronenberg. Cronenberg was supposed to come to Texas Frightmare, but that was before the pandemic, and then he canceled. But he'll probably be back out. He'll probably be on the circuit at some point. You met Barker, Bog Zombie? Cool. Yeah, he's had some health issues. I think he's still having some health issues. I've met Malcolm McDowell. Yeah, he played a trick on me. Never been to the camp where Ernest Goes to Camp was filmed. No. You're going to pick up the menthol mint for the next Sunday night stream? It's good. Ah, Bravehearts from the Ernest Goes to Camp soundtrack. I forgot about that song. Ah, that is such a good song. Oh, man. That is a good song. I need to watch that movie now. Bravehearts. Never met Sam Raimi. I've been at conventions where Bruce Campbell has been or was at the same time. I just didn't pay for anything to meet him or get an autograph. As I recall, his prices were pretty high. Yep, pretty much Southpaw. Yep. I believe, though, he could not make a deal on the Friday series, but still going after the Nightmare. All right, Bacon Pew Pew, thanks for hanging out, man. Have a great rest of your night. Have a good week. What time even is it? Oh crap, it's after midnight. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 8 minutes. Wow, the time has flown by. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. This has been a lot of fun. The very first Sunday night stream. It was a little controversial, though. It was a little controversial. My take on Prey did not align with other people's. And let me see. I'm going to check and see how many dislikes does the stream have. I'll be able to tell. I bet those dislikes all spiked right around the time I was talking about Prey. So let's see. Dislikes. Only 6. So yeah. Yeah. I'm sure my thoughts on Prey were responsible for that. Yes. That's the most dislikes I've gotten on a stream in, holy crap, a very long time. But see, it's a difference of opinion, people. I mean, come on. It's just a difference of opinion. I mean, what would the world be like if we all had just the exact same opinion on everything? I mean, come on. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night there. Let me do one last shot for you guys as a tribute to all of you who've hung out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Cheers to all of you. That is good stuff. That is good stuff. So let me do some shout outs here. Let's see. Shout outs to. Let's see who hung out with me over on Twitch tonight. Grim Observer. Scary Jerry 22. Riordan. Let's see, who else did we have? That was it. Thank you all for hanging out with me over on Twitch tonight. I appreciate that. Let's see, who else did we have? Let's do some shout outs over here on the YouTube. Shout out to Debbie Loomis for the $123.99 super chats. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Shout out to Creasefold for the $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. And shout out to Carter Shoemaker for the $2 super chat. Appreciate that very much. Let's see who's still with me here on YouTube. We've got Deborah Priestley, Michael Sullivan, Matt, Cynical, Entertainment Wizard, Cinemurdrum Video, Sean Sr., Sasha, Bog Zombie, Justin Moreno, Richard Keith Bailey, Wade Lindeman, Jimmy L324, CR, Wise Guy 100, Mrs. Erica, Lauren Horn, Mason Joe, Reese, Southpaw 82, Wise Guy 100. Already gave you a shout out. Double shout out to you, Wise Guy 100. Double shout out. There you go. Heath Denson, Hillbilly Tech, Rick Hunter, Hill FFR, Mid-Level Media. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate it. The very first Sunday night stream. Thank you all for tuning in and hanging out with me and having a good time. Thank you for giving me something to listen to while I clean and reorganize my movie room. All right, cool. Cool. That's something I'm going to have to do here soon, too. The man cave down here needs some dusting done, needs some cleaning done. So, but anyway, thank you all again for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your Sunday, if there's any Sunday left for you. And hope you guys have a great week upcoming. Tomorrow, my review of the Second Sight limited edition 4K release for The Witch will be out. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Got a bunch of new Jeremy videos coming out very soon also. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Take care. Have a great one. Peace.
The following announcement has been paid for by the PWO.
Do you think you've got what it takes?
See that Pete? On a Pete!
Cause Big Papa Pizzowell's got one thing to say.
You think you got what it takes to join the PWO? Get your own shirt today. Follow the link in the description.